our erstwhile colleague, now the Justice of the Court of Appeal, Honorable Justice Amadi. The Lord, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Honorable Justice John Soho, my predecessor, Honorable Justice B.A. Adejumo, OFR. If we had held this occasion in the court, we would have seen the street named after him for his efforts in getting us to this point. Judges of various jurisdictions here, particularly my colleagues at the National Industrial Court. I can see an array of senior advocates of Nigeria. There are so many I cannot name them one after the other. I can say that Dr. Isiom came even before me. So I think I should recognize that and apologize for not receiving him. I can see the Lords Justice Garba and Justice Aboki, Justices of the Supreme Court, coming in. Welcome, sirs. Amongst the senior advocates, I must recognize my brother-in-law, Damian Dodo, the Papal Knight. So many of them that I just can't pick out the names now. But please excuse me, let me recognize you collectively. Members of the inner band. Of course, we have an array of distinguished lawyers who are here. Members of the family of the honorary, the wife and children are here. His friends are here. The one I can easily recognize is Dr. Njoku. You will have to permit and excuse me if I don't call you by name, but I'm sure within the course of the program, the MC will be able to make more formal and appropriate recognitions. Before I formally welcome you, we'll try and, as much as possible, not keep you for too long here. We are hoping that by 9:30 or thereabout, we should be winding up, just so that we can go and rest. I know we've had a very busy day today. On behalf of myself, the judges of the National Industrial Court, the Chief Registrar of the Court, management staff, and other staff of the court, I sincerely welcome you to this dinner, which we are holding in honor of Honorable Justice Amadi. He has made history. He broke a jinx by being the first to be elevated from the court to the Court of Appeal. If the President of the Court of Appeal had not wanted it, you will not be making that history. I had actually written to the Lord asking for consideration for 3 judges from the court to be elevated to the Court of Appeal. The Lord laughed and said, we can only walk out and see how one can go in. But I know you are insistent. So there is a committee of the Court of Appeal that I have set up to look into these issues. Come and address them. Fortunately, I was able to be received by the committee headed by Justice Abo. And after I made my presentation, he laughed and said, my brother, it's not so much about getting 3 people from the court. It is whether there are vacancies for people from your court. As fate will have it, despite the fact that we actually had 3 names recommended from the Federal Judicial Service Commission to the National Judicial Council interview panel, only Justice Amadi made it. Justice Amadi, this places a huge burden on you, because if you don't represent us well, you have effectively shut the door for others. So, the burden on you is to represent us very well, just so that others too can come behind you. But it's not even a question of representing NIC as much as representing labor jurisprudence and labor justice. But we have no doubt you will effectively do that. So when your name came out amongst 18 judges elevated to the Court of Appeal, we at the NIC family felt we must celebrate you. And the only way we can do that is to organize this dinner and also label it as a night of tributes. We are hoping that your friends amongst us, your colleagues currently, your superiors, will say here 1 or 2 things that will work out in terms of advice to you. Like I told my colleagues, some of us will say how we like you or how we don't like you. But we are so happy that you've been able to go upstairs. It can only show that what the National Industrial Court is doing rightly and is on the right track. I remember some years back when the first exercise was done, and my predecessor, Honorable Justice Amadi, sent out letters to all of us to indicate those who are interested. We were in Lagos together, and you came to my office and said, "My Lord, I am interested in going to Court of Appeal." I remember vividly telling you at that time you were not ready. I'm sure you now know why. At the opportune time, your elevation was smoother than you think. Thanks to God, thanks to the President of the Court of Appeal, and of course, thanks to the processes of the Federal Judicial Service Commission and the National Judicial Council. So as we celebrate you today, I take this moment to welcome all of you. I thank you for honoring our invitation. We will try as much as possible not to keep you here too long. We thank you. Enjoy with us this dinner. Felicitate with us and Honorable Justice Amadi as we honor him. Thank you and welcome.